You want to know the number one reason people obsess over failures? Watch this intro and then come back to me and I'll talk about it. I was doing my daily regimen, minding my own damn business. I had another Tony Robbins talk inside of my head as I'm sitting here doing the dishes, and then he had to go say something that made me stop doing the dishes and write it down. Why you be doing that, Tony? Why you gotta do that to me? What he did was he said something I thought that was just like, damn, he does that a lot. But this particular thing really had me thinking. It had me thinking about the language that we use, and one of those words that we use a lot that is kind of stifling for us in our progress is the word failure. Now, in the past, I've made videos where I'm like, failure is a good thing. Let's go. Let's do it. And failure is a good thing. Failure is a part of the process. There's even a book there called Failing Forward that I have by John C. Maxwell, and it's a remarkable book. I love that book because it made me redefine what I felt like failure meant. But at the end of the day, you can't stop what a word means to you. We can redefine the word bitch in 16 different ways and still it's going to have the same reaction if you call the wrong lady that word. So that being said, there's power behind these words. Why try to fight it, especially if you're 20 years old and you've been hearing a word like failure and you associated one emotion with it? Why try to fight it? So something Tony says is that the most successful people that he's talked to, they have a different word they use instead of failure. Instead of failure, they don't believe in it. They believe in outcomes and results. He gives an example of a lady that came to him who was overweight, and she was like, 500 pounds. And she was like, man, Tony, I've been trying to lose weight, but I've been failing at it. And he's like, well, you haven't been failing at anything. So what do you mean? He says, you've been succeeding at gaining weight. So you actually succeeded. You didn't fail. You just got the wrong result. Her outcome that she wanted was to become skinny. All it meant was she didn't fail at getting skinny. She just got the wrong outcome. So when you start looking at the things that are happening in your career, say for instance, you got a song that you release or an album and you're like, nobody downloaded it, nobody liked it, so it's a flop. No. That's not a flop. It's an outcome. It's a result. It's just not the result that you wanted to get. That's fine. Jump back on your horse and get back to it. Get back inside the office and start game planning your next move. You see how a word like outcome or result changes your whole mentality around it? You think about failure, sometimes the word failure can stifle you right where you stand and you're not even thinking about, oh my God, what do I do? Because you start internalizing and saying, damn, am I a failure? So my message of the day is be careful the language you use. Let's start with the word failure. Let's replace it with outcome and results. Once again, it's another Curtspiration. See what I did there? It's a Curtspiration. That wasn't failure. That was just another outcome I didn't want. Please subscribe to the channel below if you need some more of this juice. In this life, you got to definitely tell yourself no more to the word failure. Failure does not exist in your vocabulary anymore. When somebody looks through your brain of words that you know, there should not be a failure in your F section. No more. In this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com.
I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So